The Joe Rogan Experience.
What do you think is going to happen with Trump? What do you know about the raid, the FBI raid?
I have no inside knowledge. I don't know. I mean,
this Rogan video rocks. They speculate about the raid like it happened an hour ago, and we learned nothing else about it. Also, when was this filmed? Literally earlier today, which is cool. Like, I didn't watch it yet, but I would have suspected that that was exactly what was going to happen, where he's like, yeah, it's crazy. Let's speculate. I mean, they're probably doing this for no reason, right? Like, I mean, it's crazy. Why does he feel that way? Why will he say things like that? Because, you know, he only gets his news from Facebook memes.
I think that the people who are...
Oh, this is Babylon His B? Okay. Seth Dillon is the CEO of Babylon B. Well, you know, the least funny comic, Mr. Stool Humper himself, having literally the most painfully unfunny right-wing satire outfit, you know, Babylon B.
Are arguing that he's been given a ton of fuel, like they just poured rocket fuel in his engine. I think that's absolutely true. I mean, if you just look at the fundraising he's done off the back of this already.
Right, but what did they...
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't mean in terms of politically. I mean, like, legally. Like, what did they...
Oh, dude. Is he going to make I identify as an attack helicopter adjacent joke or what? In this 7-minute and 50-second clip, if the Babylon B CEO doesn't hit Joe Rogan with a I identify as the classified documents, maybe Donald Trump should identify as the president. Own, dude.
Mind.
Oh.
And is he actually in trouble? Because I think the goal was to try to knock him out of the 2024 elections, right?
I heard
By
this,
trying him for crimes. What did he do?
I don't know.
Do you know what he did, Jamie? Has it been absolutely released what they caught?
I don't know that yet, but holding on to...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did he clip Jamie? What do you mean Jamie doesn't know? Jamie, you have access to Google in front of you. Jamie, what the f***? You were the last line of defense, brother. What is happening?
Boxes of
Is it really about like
to have
confidential information that he shouldn't have had in his home? Like that was so important they couldn't just ask for it. They had to go in there and get it.
Well,
but they did ask for it.
I think the problem is having it, right? Because if you have it in an unsecure location, meaning unsecure in terms of the government's protection, it's not locked up in archives. It's not in a place that's very difficult to access. You have control personally over the access to something that's top secret. If that's the case, then that's a problem because that safe could be open. People can get in there. People can get the code. They can copy it. They can send it to China.
Yeah, but do you think that's a genuine concern, or is it they want to...
Wait, what? They're so fucking stupid. That's not how that works. What? No, dude. Like, even Trump having, like, nuclear codes doesn't mean anything. They change them. Like, what?
Find something, anything that they can use to prevent him from running again.
I think both things are valid. I think if they're just doing that and they're using the FBI in a way that they would never use it against Hillary Clinton, and they're going after him in a way they would never go after Ghislaine Maxwell's client list.
Oh my God!
Then I think
there's no interest in that.
Right. Then we have a real conversation, but it doesn't mean that there shouldn't be a real conversation about should someone have access. Now, I don't know what the files were. I have zero idea whether or not they were okay for him to have or declassified. I don't know. But I think the argument would be if you're not supposed to, if there's a whole chain of command about classified documents, and this is the law on classified documents, and you decide to violate that law because you think you can.
Right.
Like, I just wanted to keep them, and you just keep them in your safe. I don't know if that's what happened. But if that is what happened, that someone needs to be held accountable for that. You're not supposed to do that, right?
Right.
You're not above the law, and you can't decide that you're not going to follow the law because you know better, right? And I don't know if that's the case.
I think where people lose, where they stop, where they don't care about that, is because they're like, okay, you know, if you're going to be selectively enforcing laws like that and just turn a blind eye to Hillary deleting emails that have been subpoenaed and all of that.
Let's go. Pop off, Babylon.
A blind eye to Hunter Biden trying to act like this is not a story until you're forced to admit that it is. It's the double standard that makes everybody say this is persecution.
For sure.
And so even if there was something that was done that was wrong, they're still choosing to be selective about going after him in a way that comes across as they're after him doing what they wouldn't normally do to someone on their own side. If it was Hillary Clinton's home, they'd have no interest in what's in her safe.
Because she'll kill them.
Yeah.
Jokes. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see both sides, though. I see the side that if you're an anti-Trump person and you find out that he's doing something that's against the law, you'd want to prosecute it for it.
Yeah.
I see both sides.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't know.
Wait, how can you see both sides of this argument? Like, I don't understand how you can see both sides of this argument. Like, either the FBI had the right to go in and seize these documents that Trump had no right to have, and they asked numerous times, and then Trump refused to cooperate, so they had to go in and get it. Or you don't. Or they didn't have that right. Like, Trump had... What is the both side? What's the other side? Like, that Trump should have the documents? Like, what the fuck? I see both sides of this. Like, I think Trump should have access to top secret details even after his presidency is over. A luxury not afforded to other presidents, but should be afforded to Donald Trump.
The specifics of the Hillary Clinton email thing in terms of like what those files were, but if they're the same classification of files.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's saying, wait, hold on, where is it? Yeah, where? Both sides would be seeing a genuine reason for going in and getting the documents, and that they're trying to keep him from running. Or it's really simple. You understand that he's a criminal, but you believe that rich white people shouldn't be tried for white collar crime.
As like he had, you could make the argument they were more vulnerable because they were on a regular laptop.
Well, and it's still destroyed after a subpoena. After a subpoena. I mean, imagine if Trump was subpoenaed.
Shut the fuck up. He's saying that he can see there's legitimate reasons to investigate and raid Trump, and that it was also politically motivated. You're being dense as fuck. Okay, but like, if there's a legitimate reason to investigate, that completely supersedes the political motivation behind it. You can't say both sides, especially when Trump was subpoenaed
for this information. Instead of handing it over, he burned it.
Right.
Yeah, can you imagine if Trump was subpoenaed for this information? Oh, wait, I can imagine. That happened!
Subpoena. I mean, imagine if Trump was subpoenaed for this information. Instead of handing it over, he burned it.
Right. That is where shit gets really squirrely.
Yeah.
Gets really squirrely. And it's like, what punishments are there for that? Is it zero? There's nothing. Nothing. Not a fucking thing.
Right.
And everybody's just like, you know what? Didn't she have? She has a hat for sale that says "But her emails."
But her emails. She's capitalizing.
Good
on
for
it.
her.
Yeah.
Good
But
for
her
her.
emails.
I wonder if, like, amongst people that are on the right now, a black hat with white letters will get your ass kicked because you know, like the MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Like you could have a MAGA hat that said anything. Like I saw a lady get maced in the face because she had a hat on that said it was a red hat with white letters.
You didn't see that. You didn't see that. This is like early, dude. I think Joe Rogan's brain fried somewhere along the line, and he like completely stopped forming new memories. And I think that's what's going on here, which is like, that is like early 2016 Facebook mom content. What he's referencing here is like, back when I was at the Young Turks, I used to look at this shit all the time. Like, are Trump supporters under attack? Antifa. You know what I'm talking about? When they would say like Antifa is like using bike locks to beat the shit out of Trump supporters. Why? Because they're wearing Trump hats. That was like a huge fucking 2016 era Facebook meme. And I think that's the last time his brain was able to like hold on to new memories. So he's still on that shit.
Letters that said "Make Bitcoin Great Again." And she was at one of those protests. There's a video
People
of
thought
her
it was a MAGA hat.
Yeah, and some guy maced her in the face. He pepper sprayed her in the face because she had a red hat with white letters about Bitcoin.
Oh my God. Oh, there's no way. Oh, I love this.
Salt, by the way.
It is assault. Well, that happened a lot at those fucking anti-Trump protests.
See? I'm telling you, he's literally hitting the fucking 20. Oh, just remember when they would like beat the shit out of Trump supporters for wearing hats?
The problem is that he was such a divisive character that he became a great enemy for the other side. He wasn't like a statesman who, like, you know, you could criticize his policies and his positions. You could say he's heartless, all you want. But he represents the United States in a statesmanly way. And like, no, Trump's, you know, he's a wild guy that like encourages people to hate him.
Do you think DeSantis would demand or command more respect from the left in
the
those
left
shoes?
still hates him, but they don't hate him.
Wait, oh my God. It's ABC 7 News. It's titled Pepper Sprayed.
I'm looking to just make a statement by being here, and I think the protesters are doing the same. And props to them for the ones who are doing it
And it's from 2017. Let's fucking go.
non-violently, but I think that's a very rare thing indeed, so.
Oh, God, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. Bitcoin community rallies around Bitcoin attacker at UC Berkeley. A young woman wearing a red Make Bitcoin Great Again hat in the style of popular Trump campaign apparel was maced in front of television cameras as violent protesters destroyed parts of downtown Berkeley Wednesday night. Oh, dude, that's so sick. Bro, I am so fucking... Oh, man. I was fucking right. Of course, dude. Oh, that's so good. That makes me happy.
Him the same way they hated Trump.
I mean, I fucking nailed the time of it. Like, literally. I nailed the story to a T.
They try to, but he's more reasonable. He's very level in the way he talks about things.
He's firm though. I mean,
yes,
he's
but you know what I'm saying? Like he's not an insulting character. Like Trump's a character.
Right.
Like part of what he's doing is like doing comedy. It's like he's doing stand-up when he's up there. I mean, when he makes fun of Biden and makes fun of other...
Why are you proud to remember that? What do you mean, dude? I do well. Like, I do my job really fucking well, okay? That's why, okay? Call me Nara, the way I fucking archive conservative moments, okay?
People, like, he's doing fucking stand-up. He really is, and he kills. He's got this thing, you know, and that thing is like everybody's with him is fucking really with him. And everybody's against him is really, really against him, and he like encourages it. You know, he that is what I think is not good. That part of it, like I get where he comes from because like that's what made him is fighting against the haters, you know. But when you're a president, like that's a different role. That's a different role than being the fucking host of The Apprentice.
Right.
And a lot of people hoped that when he got in there, he was going to abandon that and just be like common sense, get shit done. But no, he's on Twitter calling his ex-girlfriend a horse face.
Right.
Saying about Kim Jong-un, calling him Little Rocket Man. He's fucking wild.
What was it he said about Rosie O'Donnell?
Oh yeah, didn't he call her a fat pig?
Something like
that.
I don't even remember exactly what he said, but it was nasty. It was
he
nasty.
says horrible shit. He calls her a loser all the time.
Yeah,
but
I mean, people think it's hysterical.
They do,
and they do have something like, but you know, the but her emails thing, but his mean tweets. You know, like he could sell shirts and stuff about that because it's like, you know, a lot of people will say, I don't approve of his tweets. I don't like his tweets.
No, a lot of people would say that.
Yeah,
a lot of people
on the right will say that.
Yeah,
a lot of people on the right will say that.
This is where I think they have hope in DeSantis that he wouldn't do the same kind of things. He would.
I miss Donald Trump's tweets too, but the problem is DeSantis is fake. He can only be the second best Trump impersonator. Okay. No matter how hard he tries, no matter how good he wants to be, he will only be the second best Trump because Trump is the best Trump.
Would never tweet things like that. He would never call Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man. All that shit was hilarious.
It was funny.
He would never call his ex-girlfriend horseface. Like that kind of stuff is, you know, in many people's eyes, in a lot of conservatives' eyes, it's unbecoming of the commander-in-chief.
Beneath the office, yeah.
Yeah, that's the argument against it.